The Peter Barry Duff Memorial Park Development Commission Green Team in the town of Paradise worked on the remediation of the water bodies that are located along the walking trails within the park. They identified water routes, analyzed factors contributing to the park's problematic water flow, removed litter and debris, and improved the overall ecological well-being of the park. The NACAP Green Team in St. John's worked to remediate the riparian zone of Rennie's River and the Larry's Brook watershed. They did research about the riparian zones, created a social media campaign, and did a 3-step fieldwork project, including garbage removal, invasive plant species removal, and the reintroduction of native plant species. The City of Mount Pearl Green Team helped to build garden boxes at 2 community garden sites this summer, one of which was a seniors complex, whose garden boxes came from a partnership with Conservation Corps' Growing Through the Ages program. The Green Team also designed educational materials to be used within schools for an anti-littering initiative. The Munn Botanical Garden Green Team in St. John's worked to rebuild a dilapidated trail at the garden, which had become very steep and narrow and was no longer safe for many visitors. The team worked very hard and were able to widen and level the path to ensure ease of access, and they even installed a boardwalk to preserve and protect a wetland area. The town of Portugal Cove St. Philip's Green Team spent their summer assisting the town with the assessment of the current waste management program. The team conducted a waste audit, joined garbage and recycling collectors to determine the quantity of waste per household, and designed a survey for residents about waste management, which they distributed door to door and online. The Hopedale Green Team built community garden beds for plants, flowers, and even for vegetables for the community freezer. They planted spruce trees and flowers to beautify the area, and they also held a composting workshop for the entire community, where they discussed how to compost, what can be composted, and where compost bins are placed around the community for residents to use. The Brother Brennan Environmental Education Center Green Team worked to construct necessary boardwalks and trails that will allow for safe access to many areas of the center grounds that were previously inaccessible. The team also helped to develop an overgrown trail that was no longer in use, so that it can now be opened for orienteering purposes. The primary focus of the Arnold's Cove Green Team was to maintain and repair the Bordeaux Trail. They also used a GPS to identify and mark Dorset Eskimo sites located along the trail to help preserve and promote that aspect of the community's history. A very successful beach cleanup was organized by the Green Team, where they removed 35 bags of garbage from the beach. The Flowers Cove Green Team focused heavily on the protection of the limestone barrens' critical habitat and the promotion of environmental awareness in their community. Throughout the summer, the team checked diamondback moth traps weekly and evaluated the surrounding areas for the long sprayer, an endangered plant species. Their collective efforts helped to ensure that conservation and environmental protection will continue to be promoted in their community in the future. This summer, the CBS Parks Commission Green Team focused on beautifying and helping with the growth of their community. The team worked with the Chamberlains Park Action Committee to construct an outdoor classroom in Chamberlains Park. They also partnered with the Kelligrews Ecological Enhancement Program, where their focus shifted to testing the ponds and waterways. And finally, the team worked with the Manuels River Heritage Society, where they conducted maintenance and repair work along the walking trails in the area. The St. Anthony Green Team has endeavored to build and maintain a number of gardens in the community and to teach the youth of St. Anthony skills and knowledge about gardening and environmental conservation. The team partnered with the Boys and Girls Club CYN of St. Anthony and included their summer program participants when they were creating 4 community gardens. The Carmanville Green Team spent their summer maintaining, repairing, and beautifying the walking trails around the Carmanville Wetlands Interpretation Center. Through the Growing Through the Ages program, the Green Team assisted members of Carmanville Manor Retirement Home to construct and plant garden boxes. The team also created a permanent display about the protection of the eider duck population to be used for education for years to come. The Port Blandford Green Team has been working hard this summer to develop a huge community garden site, which will promote sustainable food production in their community. The team has also been very busy and constructed 3 compost bins, a wooden garbage box, and they performed many other community beautification tasks. The Lewisporte Green Team project focused on inspiring residents of the town to be environmentally conscious and to take pride in the overall well-being of the community. The team planted flowers and performed other duties to enhance the train park to make it more attractive for guests. They also developed and expanded the community garden space for residents to use. The Conn River Green Team worked hard this summer to help prevent erosion of the clay banks, an area with significant cultural value to the entire community. The team constructed, installed, and filled gabion boxes with rock to help with stabilization. They also installed wattle fencing and gathered primary species to plant throughout the wattle fencing, which created a network of roots to hold the ground together and prevent further erosion. The Smallwood Crescent Community Centre Green Team in Marystown began their project with a town beautification project, which included staining, planting flowers, weeding, trail maintenance, and waste collection. The team also did research about local flora and fauna for a tourist booklet. In partnership with Ducks Unlimited, the team placed a secure habitat within Jane's Pond to act as a safe haven for the ducklings in the area. The Walkaways Parks and Trails Inc. Green Team played an important role this summer in beautifying and improving the gardens of the Stephenville Walkaways Trail, which was devastated by a drastic flood in 2005. The team completed a number of tasks, including planting a variation of flowers, shrubs, and trees, spreading mulch and topsoil, weeding, and painting park signs. The team also worked on establishing a new trail encircling a section of Ned's Pond by creating a smooth walking surface, weeding, and pruning. The West Rock Community Centre Green Team set out this summer to create and maintain a community garden project for residents and the broader community to use. The Green Team achieved this goal by constructing garden beds, building a fence around them, and planting seeds to grow a variety of vegetables within the community. The team also filled a garden tower with a variety of plants, which nurtured hundreds of pounds of vegetables. Through the creation and delivery of many public awareness campaigns, the ACAP Humber Arm Green Team focused on raising awareness in their community regarding the source of their water, current consumption rates, and conservation measures. The team focused their efforts on setting up interactive information stations at a number of different venues, including businesses, youth camps, and local summer festivals and events. When they weren't busy working on water conservation presentations, the team created a large mural to be displayed in the city promoting water conservation with the slogan, "Every drop counts." The Halapu Mi'kmaq First Nation Band Green Team worked to collect a population estimate in Port Harmon of the invasive green crab, which is an aggressive crab species that destroys marine habitats and feeds on small fish and crustaceans, such as clams and juvenile lobster. The team tagged, trapped, and documented thousands of these crabs and learned a lot about marine biology along the way. The Town of Channel Portabass Green Team had a fun and successful summer beautifying their community, conducting cleanups, and fulfilling their role as community ambassadors. They helped spread awareness regarding the piping plover, an endangered species, and they actively prepared and promoted key cultural events, including Come Home Year celebrations and Astrolabe Days. None of these amazing projects would have been possible without the continuing support of our partners across the province. We at Conservation Corps Newfoundland and Labrador are so thankful to have support from our province's Department of Advanced Education and Skills, as well as a fantastic group of community partners, organizations, and corporate sponsors.
I definitely recommend other organisations to get involved with Conservation Corps. I mean, the experience we've had with Green Teams over the past 4 years has been great. We've had some great teams, we've done some great work with Conservation Corps, and it really gets you and your organisation noticed in the community, and it helps youth get employment. So I would recommend anyone go out, try to get a Green Team, and you'll be pleased that you did so.
It's just allowed us to do so many more things than we would normally be able to do in the run of the summer. So it's been wonderful. And I think they've learned a lot, as well as being able to give us a much needed helping hand.
The Green Team is a connection to the youth community, but it's also a really great opportunity for organizations to reinvigorate themselves.
And it inspires all of us because we get this group of people to come in who are passionate about the environment, passionate about what they're doing, they really want to make a difference. And I like to think that it gets everybody fired up within the community and excited about some of the stuff that we're going to do.
So overall, I mean, I know there's an environmental footprint that should be also left, but it's a people footprint and a mentoring footprint that comes far deeper. The trenches is left for many more to walk in, and that to me is always the win of it all, is to watch the kids in our program that are age 7 to 12 be able to look out and see these kids working. That's infectious. These kids are, quite frankly, are going to be young heroes to some of the other young kids that can follow in their footsteps. So it's a small project made big by little impacts along the way.